Margules is an audio group that's been in the high-end business for 30 plus years, actually nearing 35, though as a family business, they're in their fourth generation now, by the way. It's been in the audio electronics business for over 100 years, like 102 years now. So very deep-rooted tradition there, and it's in their blood. And I, as a so-called audiophile enthusiast, music lover especially, because I don't care if it's a broken down, well, as long as it plays, right? But just an old radio in the car, you can have great fun with that. Good memories. And let's see, well, in terms of our company, we manufacture the entire line of equipment, meaning from your source components, such as a turntable for vinyl spinners, or for example, digital, we have a DAC, it's a media server as well. So that is the primary two set of components for the playback or the sources of our signal. And then from there we go to, of course, our preamplifier. We go from there to our amplifiers, and I say amplifiers plural because of the show photos and video that you have. Our amplifier can be utilized in either monoblock mode, which means of course 2 mono amplifiers, or stereo, one operating both channels. All this can be done with just a turn of the knob, and then you have mono or stereo. And also you can set different characteristics according to your needs, your room, your speakers, your preference. It can be the impedance, it can be your gain settings, it can be also, for example, just a toggle switch for what's called triode or ultralinear modes, because they're Class A tube amplifiers and preamplifier. So that's something that particularly distinguishes Margules Group. And what else? Let's see. Well, it's Class A, as I mentioned. It's zero negative feedback, and that's very important as part of our own proprietary technology in terms of auto bias and servo controls to take away the usual hassle with installing tubes, or also, let's say, some of the problems such as excessive heat, power consumption that your typical tube amplifier has versus what we offer. So, I mean, there are all kinds of opinions and let's say flavors available, and that's what it's about. Whatever you like. We'll pitch our reason and demonstrate it, and then user can decide. Our speakers are as well built by Margules, and these are time aligned. They're phase coherent speakers, very important. We utilize in the system that we have in exhibition and demonstration 2.5-way speakers. These utilize Accuton drivers that are custom made for us by Thiel out of Germany. You have systems that basically flood your senses. Oh, that's fantastic. Well, yeah, fantastic because it's not real. So it is literally fantastical. Maybe it's flooding your senses in terms of exaggerated bass, exaggerated treble or presence, just filling the room in an unnatural manner. Because when you walk by, you're listening maybe to musicians in a pagoda like this, you can hear them playing. It doesn't sound like it's all in your face, and it's not everywhere. That's not really the case. You can tell this one's off to the side here, that one's there, there's a bit of decay, there's a bit of a variation, but it's all there very organic nonetheless. And that is what a really good system in terms of audio reproduction should achieve. And again, those harmonics, the actual natural way in which sound is transmitted and received and processed in the brain should be the guideline, because super perfect specifications of one thing or another, or a series of characteristics, they can be indicators, but they're not complete. They don't have the complete picture. Maybe that really even hasn't been developed yet to the best of our knowledge. Or maybe the equipment, again, which is not superior to the natural ear and brain, has not yet been developed or fully understood. Maybe it's just a matter of persons focusing on what they're told to focus on. Unfortunately, you have maybe criteria, reviews that look at that instead of the most important factor. So that's our take on it. I'm sure that others will have different opinions, but in the end, it's how it sounds, how it feels to you, because it's literally palpable. That's why we at Margules offer what we call a tangible musical experience.